According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, around 130 Americans die every single day as a direct result of opioid abuse. President Trump wasted no time in tackling the ongoing crisis and declared it a national health emergency in 2017. The Trump White House has taken unprecedented strides to combat the epidemic, which has taken the lives of tens of thousands of Americans in recent years. I'm Bailey Hill, and you're watching episode 16 of Promises Made, Promises Kept. President Trump's initiative to stop opioid abuse was unveiled in March of 2018 and became one of the most notable and historic actions taken to tackle the ongoing crisis. The measure is comprised of three main objectives. It aims to reduce the amount of opioid prescriptions, crack down on the growing influx of drugs pouring through American borders, and aid those currently battling substance abuse. The first objective, to crack down on overprescribing, is carried out through the Safer Prescribing Plan, which aims to help reduce opioid prescriptions by over 30%. It also seeks to educate Americans on the dangers of opioid abuse and pour funding into developing treatment programs. The funding seeks to not only support research programs investigating addiction prevention, but also supports the development of a vaccine to help prevent addiction in the first place.
We have given states waivers from outdated rules and increased by 50% the number of people being treated in specialty facilities for heroin addiction. Tremendous amounts of money and care have been given to those specialty facilities, and they are working. They're having a tremendously positive effect.
The second objective, to cut off the international drug trafficking rings, is carried out through securing ports of entry and heightening security involving foreign shipments. This goal is also addressed by the move to crack down on the sale of illicit drugs via the internet and heighten sentencing for those convicted of drug trafficking. Last but not least, the third measure aims to help those currently battling opioid abuse. In doing so, the initiative uses federal funding to incentivize jurisdictions around the country to enhance their tracking systems. This will allow resources to be allocated to the areas most affected by the ongoing crisis. The move also strives to expand access to medication-based treatment and ensure first responders have enough overdose reversing drugs to help save lives. President Trump's active role in combating the opioid crisis can be illustrated through his efforts in passing the 2018 Support Act. President Trump worked alongside lawmakers on Capitol Hill to approve the Support Act, a package the White House dubs, quote, the single largest legislative package addressing a single drug crisis in history. The law spurs enhanced research surrounding non-addictive pain medication and prompts the safe disposal of unused medications. It also enhances coordination between USPS and Customs and Border Protection in an effort to detect the transfer of illicit drugs through the postal system. Billions of dollars in aid have also been sent to states in the form of grants to ensure they have the resources to combat the epidemic locally. Those funds were distributed through the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration and the CDC to allow communities better access to medication and treatment. The funding was also allocated to heighten the accuracy of data collection, which is ultimately used to enhance treatment strategies and invest in prevention techniques. The White House also launched a website in October of 2019 to help Americans struggling with substance abuse locate help and access treatment within their communities. The website is located at findtreatment.gov and aims to help those who struggle with addiction locate help. Those using the site can search based upon their insurance, location, and treatment type to make sure they are receiving help at convenient centers within the parameters of their insurance. There are options which can customize searches based on payment options and whether the prospective patient wants medication-based treatment.
In the last 2 years, overdose deaths have fallen by 24% in Ohio, 24% in Pennsylvania, 8% in West Virginia, 20% in Iowa, 16% in Kentucky, and 10% in New Hampshire. all areas that have incredible problems with exactly what we're talking about.
President Trump's efforts to tackle the nationwide epidemic have been extremely successful as he continues to help thousands of Americans across the country battling addiction. According to the White House, for the first time in over 20 years, overdose deaths declined 5% from 2017 to 2018. In July of 2017, those who used heroin for the first time, ages 12 and beyond, decreased by over 50%, while high-dose prescriptions have fallen by 16%. Law enforcement officials have seized a record-shattering number of drugs pouring through the southern border and the postal system, and in turn have saved the lives of thousands of Americans. Meanwhile, the number of those receiving outpatient treatment for opioid abuse has jumped 20% among young adults. Although President Trump has instilled hope into thousands of American families struggling with substance abuse, the battle is far from over.
But the battle has only just begun. We must continue fighting side by side to stop the menace once and for all. Together we'll save thousands and thousands of our fellow Americans and the families of so many people.
Thanks for watching. Right Side Broadcasting runs on your donations and your support. If you're interested in donating, you can do that through the YouTube Super Chat at the bottom of your screen or rsbnetwork.com/donate.